Babu Owino is teaching KCSE candidates on live streams, and many of you think that is just altruism. Let me tell you this. It is excellent personal brand marketing where he blends various very deliberate strategy types at once, and I'll be breaking this down. And what you also have to remember is these candidates are future voters, and Babu Owino understands that. And for long, Babu Owino has been teaching these candidates. As I mentioned, it doesn't do it on altruism grounds, but it does that with a goal or with an objective, which I'll be disclosing as I discuss the various strategy types he's employing at once, targeting his future voters. Just to inform you, some of these candidates are 16 years old, 17 years old, perhaps the youngest could be 15 years old. So if someone is 16 years old, 17 years old, some even 18 years old, so they're getting national IDs, meaning in 2027 they will be voters. And here Babu Owino is making his name known outside there, because if you check those live streams, to be honest, those live streams are receiving millions of views. So let's go back to these strategy types Babu Owino is employing at once to win the hearts of these candidates. One of the strategies Babu Owino is deploying here is called influence capture strategy, where he's locking in trust and loyalty early. Now, both parents and students are definitely trusting Babu Owino right now. And this has helped Babu Owino to position himself as a savior before the ballot box moment arrives. And the ballot box moment is definitely in 2027. Parents are likely to remember Babu Owino in 2027 because they will be saying, this is a guy who taught our children at a time they really needed that kind of teaching. So they will see Babu Owino as someone that deserves their votes. I don't mean that Babu Owino will convert all of them to be his followers or voters, but what I know, he will at least get something. What he is doing right now will definitely deliver some votes to him. Another strategy that Babu Owino is deploying is called personal brand authority. Now, Babu Owino is running what is called hero narrative. He is an intellectual leader of the youth. Yes, young people are now seeing Babu Owino as an intellectual leader. They're not just seeing Babu Owino as a politician. Instead, they're seeing him as someone who can share knowledge. They're seeing him as someone who is knowledgeable, as someone who can come up with ideas that can really benefit this country. Essentially, what is happening is that Babu Owino is trying his best to differentiate himself in an overcrowded political field, and that is likely to favor him in 2027. Another strategy is called algorithmic virality strategy. This KCSE season, it's a national exam season. So remember this, KCSE season is high intent traffic. Yes, people really want to know what is happening. Okay, I did not prepare myself on topic A, B, C, D. Now I need help. So right now, students are studying. Parents here are panicking. So there's built-in virality that Babu Owino is going to benefit. People are watching, and these live streams do not have ads. So they have all the time just to watch Babu Owino share knowledge with the candidates. Babu Owino is also deploying soft power political campaign strategy. Here, no rallies, no posters, yet he is achieving maximum penetration. Inside schools, homes, or subgroups, by passing TV, newspapers entirely. People are watching him. People want to know what plan does Babu Owino have for our children preparing for this national exam. So here, Babu Owino is campaigning for himself ahead of 2027. I know most of you can't notice that, but that is a fact. Babu Owino knows exactly what he's doing, and he knows that whatever he's doing right now is going to help him. So come 2027, Babu Owino doesn't really have to explain himself to these young voters, because already he's connecting with these young voters, especially those who are sitting KCSE. And Babu Owino did what he's doing right now even last year. And those people that he told last year are voters. They are registering as voters right now. Also, Babu Owino is deploying reciprocity and emotional debt strategy. You educate my child, I owe you. Parents don't forget favors. So in this case, to some extent, Babu Owino is extending favors. And parents to these candidates will not forget what Babu Owino is doing. So in the future, they're likely to vote him. They can donate some money. They can defend him. They can mobilize resources. So folks, here Babu Owino knows what he is doing. He's not just teaching because he likes teaching, but he understands the outcome of that. Students are benefiting now. In the future, he also has to benefit. And for sure, what Babu Owino is doing right now, everyone appreciates. We are happy that Babu Owino is doing something, and we are happy to have leaders who are intellectual, leaders who at least have something to share with us. How many politicians can do the same? I know we just have a few. Like Ndindi Nyoro can do that, can teach people about economic issues. But when you look at these other lot, very few of them can teach. That is it. Very few of them can share knowledge the way Babu Owino is doing. So folks, as you enjoy seeing Babu Owino teach your children or these candidates, know this: you have a debt to pay in 2027. I know someone would say, oh, well, you're not getting it right. Babu Owino is just doing this for fun. He's not just doing this for fun, folks. For me, I've studied communication. I studied mass communication, and that allowed me to also study public relations, marketing, and advertising. So when I see this, I am definitely seeing Babu Owino campaigning for 2027. That is a fact. I know many of you don't see it that way, but what I am saying is factual. Someone again would say that last year we did not have any general election. So why do you mention elections? You know, this thing, you have to build it up slowly by slowly. These students that Babu Owino is teaching today, if some of them will not be voters in 2027, they will be voters in 2032. So Babu Owino here is building connection that is lifetime. This connection will benefit him. If it doesn't benefit him in 2027, it could benefit him in 2032. So folks, let's appreciate what Babu Owino is doing right now, but always remember that Babu Owino is also marketing himself. And that's why millions of you are watching Babu Owino teach your children. And many of you are actually clapping and saying, Babu Owino, go on. To be honest, he's doing the right thing. I wish many of our leaders could do the same. What do you think about these live streams by Babu Owino?